Hi everyone and welcome back to the Love You Show. I'm Ashley and this is my host Andrew. We're teaching you the fundamentals about self-love, self-acceptance, and self-care. Today's topic, we're going to be continuing talking about what we were talking about last week, and that was people's opinions, and also one that I have a hard time talking about and we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, and before we do, by the way, it's Indian summer here in San Diego, so we've decided to chill out today. Shorts and sweats.
And might as well get your Love You merchandise that we have. We have our black crop top hoodie, perfect for this winter, and
little t-shirt. So let's get back to where we left off. And we're talking about opinions and the opinions and what they do to people. And the reason that opinions have that kind of effect on people is because they believe that they're true. And when you believe that the opinion is true for you and you don't like it, then you think there's something wrong with you and you're less of a person. So when Ashley won Project Runway, and it's going to be 5 years in tomorrow, yeah, wow.
November 6th, which this will already be passing, but yeah, November 6th is the 5th year. It was basically the season finale of Project Runway, and that's when everybody was able to find out that I won the show. It was something that I had to keep a secret for about 3 months, and it was really, really hard for me not to say anything. And then, yeah.
And it was also the day where millions of people suddenly had an opinion.
Yes.
And you got to realize that back then, when Ashley would read opinions, she only saw the ones that were negative and debilitating. She read the ones that were supportive, but she didn't believe them.
Yeah.
So she's reading all of these negative opinions, and I have some of them here from back then. She only won because she's fat, and she created a fat collection. Hang on a second. Yeah. Sorry, Andrew. She only won because she created a fat collection for fat people. She was not nearly as good as Edmund or Cecile's, even Kelly's. I feel like all the others were gypped. She's just a token this season for the fat community. It was just not a strong collection in my opinion. Well, of course it's your opinion. There's no wow pieces to me. I'm really disappointed in this. I'm never going to watch the show again. And it was thousands of these negative opinions that people had. And when we think about what opinions do to people, because when they see that negative opinion, it affirms how they already feel about themselves. Ashley was already feeling like she was a token and that she shouldn't have won. And then when people start to say that, it confirms in her head that she was right and that there is something wrong with her and that she's less than. And I was reading those comments, and truthfully, I would say a good 90% of the comments were, I can't believe you won, I love you so much, I followed you, when you won, I won, tears of joy, on and on and on. But the only ones that really had an impact on Ashley were the negative ones that put her down, that she agreed with and realized that she was a token and that she shouldn't have won. So it took a lot of me working with her because I was really shocked that she even felt that way. Because I said to her, first of all, you don't know really why you won. You may have won because of your talent. You may have won because you were a token. You may have won because there was a lot of support for you. You may have won because at that time, it was the time for a plus-size person to win. And it doesn't matter, Ashley, because you won. So why you won, how you won, when you won, immaterial, you won. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter how many times I told her that.
No.
It took a good year to get her to the point to understand this concept, that other people's opinions don't matter, that it's just their opinion. And then when you agree to a negative opinion, it shuts you down and makes you feel less. And she was doing great until this podcast came out. And let's go ahead and just play it real quick
Was
again.
it a year later?
It was about a year later, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely, wonderful piece, and I'm forever grateful to you for it. I actually have a conference call this afternoon with the showrunner for Runway, her boss, and the network about having this coming season of Runway be plus size. I'd love to do it. And I need
Or
your
do we
help.
not say plus size?
What can we call it?
No, I know,
hate
and I
that
read
term.
about this too, that it's not plus. Isn't there a new size? Not plus.
No, it's still plus
But
size.
are there certain things that are like, they call curvy? No, that's not a thing. That's a shape.
That may be within a brand, they may,
Okay, 'cause
but generally
I think-
speaking,
What is it?
it's just plus size,
It's still
and it
plus
means you're
size.
14 or above.
What should it be?
I don't know. I mean, ideally, I think it shouldn't be anything. I think that clothes of every size should coexist in one department within a store.
You agree,
I don't think
right?
it should be that you have
Yeah,
to
I
go
think
somewhere
so.
else to get.
It should just be sizes. I mean, this was one of the number one question that I got after Project Runway and doing my contract with JCPenney's is how do I feel about the word plus size? How do I feel about the word curvy? Should we take the word plus size out? Should all these things? And I was like, it doesn't matter. It's just a word that describes where we want to shop and what sizes I'm looking for. Like, it shouldn't define who we are, and people just had a problem with it.
But his opinion that it should just be sizes is a good opinion, yeah?
Yes, it should just be sizes.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not.
So it's a way
deeper.
of people, when you think about labeling anything, it makes your group less than any other group.
Yes.
Because now you have a label.
Yes. And then there's this whole opinion behind what we should wear and what we should not wear. And that's why we are just in this category that's very matronly and
So what I think what I'm hearing you say is that if somebody goes into a store and there's a plus size department, don't expect what you would find in the rest of the store in just an extended size.
yeah.
You're going to find matronly, big, like you had to wear when you were growing up kind of clothes, yeah.
Definitely.
And so let's continue.
Remind me, I feel like it was last Project Runway.
Oh, the winner?
Yeah.
Ashley Tipton with the most hideous clothes in the history
Yes,
of the show.
what was that about?
I'll tell you exactly what it was about. It was about the judges pandering to her because she does plus size clothes. At one point, during the one time I got to interact with the judges, or the one time I have to interact with them, otherwise I wouldn't at all, I accused them of pandering. And Nina said to me, but I mean, I just have to say, I so admire her courage. I said, her courage? Yes, her courage. I said, you mean you can't quite believe that she's brave enough to leave her house every morning? And Nina said, yes. So during the final presentation, after the runway finale, when we are back at our set and we have one garment from each designer, it was Kelly, Ashley, Candace, and somebody or other. And Nina is looking at Kelly's garment and she's saying, oh, she said, it's a cheerleader costume. And I was so pissed off. I said, oh, okay, you want a costume? Okay, so Kelly's model's missing a pom-pom. Ashley's model's missing a magic wand. Candace's model is waiting for Halloween. And, it was Edmund. And Edmund's model's waiting for the tango music to start. I mean, he said, if you want to talk costumes, they're all costumes. And then Heidi said, this is Heidi's way of shutting me up. Heidi said to me about Ashley's look, well, I'd wear it. And I said, you would not wear it. She said, I would wear it. I said, where? To Disney's version of Comic-Con with your kids? But then, that was before she wore Big Bird to the Emmys. And I called our showrunner and I said, oh my God, when Heidi said she would wear Ashley's dress, she was serious. Anyway, but those clothes were horrible.
They were horrible, and I was surprised, I remember, and then I was thinking, well, they must have intentionally wanted her to win to make a statement.
Everyone else, the producers and I, quite frankly, wanted Kelly to win. And I had a big standoff with the judges about, we need to send a message about how these clothes can be good. These clothes are not good. These bare midriffs, these overscale, frou-frou-y, tutu, ball gowns, skirts. I mean, so this is ridiculous. Who would wear these clothes? And Ashley may wear them, but for someone who's so shy and retiring and
But I'm not making
paranoid and fearful of everyone,
for those people
she walks
who are
around like a float in a
paranoid.
parade.
All right, so let's get on track.
Okay,
Let's
I'm all
dive in.
yours. So talk about my new routine.
Yeah, we're done with him.
So let's go ahead and unpack those comments because last week when we played this and Ashley listened to it, she cried. And I want you to know that the tears then were not tears of self-concept, I'm no good, I was a token.
Yeah.
Rather, they were tears about his perception of her industry. And I'm going to say her industry because Ashley is creating clothes for that industry. And when he said that if they could look great and feel great, he's talking about what he perceives
Yes.
as looking great and feeling great.
Yes.
And what upset you was what?
That he doesn't know.
And what is it that you know about your community and what your community wants? You know, we just talked about
Yeah.
it when it comes to plus sizes. You go into a plus size department and what are you getting?
We want to feel included. We want to feel like there's clothing being designed for us and that we're not being put in a category because you don't think we're going to look good in something. So to me, he makes me think that he doesn't think we have style or that we can put an outfit together. He doesn't trust that we're gonna feel good in what we wear, but little does he know, like, if we only had the clothing to be able to allow us to show our personality
And to show your body.
yeah,
And see, this is what he's most upset about.
is
Is
me
that you
exposing-
showed your body.
Yeah.
So in his opinion, plus size people should not show their body.
No,
goddammit.
no. They're midriffs.
They're midriff. And your opinion is,
We should. We should do whatever we want.
yeah, and you know, it's because there's this perception out there that when people look at fat people and they see your body, that's gross.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, it makes them uncomfortable.
It makes them uncomfortable. But Ashley, for you to show your body, how does it make you feel?
Great.
Because
Because I don't care what other people think anymore.
and you love your
don't.
body.
I love my body, and before it was different.
Yeah. So when you think about what shut you down in all those comments, there were so many aspects of that. And by the way, it took a while for her to come back. It was at that point after him
Yeah.
saying that you went and got a therapist because that really shut you down.
It was like I put on this Tim Gunn sweater that anywhere I went, anything that I did, it was right there. And I didn't stop thinking about it because someone who I looked up to, someone who I allowed to give that higher power to that was just on this TV show. The power to make me think that I didn't deserve to win this show. And I mean, we went back and forth and we argued, me and you, about how I didn't. Like, I truly believed it. And there was no turning back for me. And I think that's when I was like, something's like really wrong, that I keep thinking that this is the truth just because this person said it and it's not. I really had to understand the difference between an opinion.
Yeah. And Tim Gunn, if you get wind of this episode, I want you to see the power of your words. And I also want you to see how shallow your opinion is and was. Because you, Tim Gunn, are not in the body of a fat person that wants to come out and be comfortable with who they are. And you, Tim Gunn, will never understand what it's like for Ashley to have taken this journey where she's now comfortable in her body. And you, Tim Gunn, don't have the right to comment on what she and her community should be wearing, when they wear it, where they wear it, because what have you done? I mean, it really amazes me that your whole mantra is that you're supporting this plus size community. In reality, you're not.
You've done nothing but bring us down for what we haven't done or what we should be doing.
And what you've done.
Yeah, and I guess just being in his surroundings on the show, now hearing this, it made sense to why he act the way he act towards me behind scenes. And to know that he was just disgusted with the way that I carried myself made sense.
He also thinks that you're brave to get up in the morning and go out the door.
No, that was Nina Garcia who thought I was brave.
Oh, yeah. But what would you be brave about?
Okay,
I mean, that's what he says.
Yeah, what would I be brave about? What I would be brave about, and I was scared to go on a national television show. I was afraid of being judged. I was afraid of being made fun of. I mean, Nina's saying some true things about how, for me, and she could tell by my insecurities and how much I would beat myself up, that it took a lot out of me to get myself there. But that's not for all plus size women. And I guess he's saying being brave of what I feel like he doesn't understand how it feels to be in a plus size body or in a woman's body, and how we're constantly being judged, and sometimes we're just tired of all of that and we just want to do what we want to do.
That one statement really shows me where he's coming from in his thinking, and how biased and prejudiced he is to a community that he thinks he's supporting. So all of you out there, here's what's so funny, is that no matter where Ashley goes, where we go together, the comment people go, oh my God, isn't that Tim Gunn the greatest? And he's such an advocate for your community. And we've never spoken out about this until today. But anytime we hear that, we just both want to throw up, because we know what he put her through. And by the way, you guys, go watch this season. Who won the first challenge?
I did.
Who won the second challenge?
The third. I did.
The third. Because you were fat? No, because you were creative.
Yeah, because I was a designer.
Yeah, so I think that the lesson today for all of us that are struggling with being comfortable with who we are is this. We can all find things we don't like about our bodies, our personalities, how we physically look. But that doesn't make us less than. We cannot like things out of preference and do something about them. It's when we don't like things about ourselves and we expect ourselves to be a different way that makes us not comfortable with who we are.
Yeah.
So that's the message for today. Oh, by the way, you guys, when she came out with her first collection after Project Runway and after JCPenney, there was a lot of body showing intentionally.
Yeah, because I was just tired.
Crop tops and
chiffon, see-through garments. Yeah, it was kind of like I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, which is being able to push that boundary of our fashion.
But what was also disappointing about that first collection were the people in your community who put you down, because how are we going to wear that? Where are we going to wear that? It's a midriff. It's a crop top. We're never going to wear that. You have got to get to the point where you can wear that.
And be comfortable
with it. It's none of our business what you're wearing. And if you feel good in it and you're proud of yourself when you're wearing it, wear it.
I'm glad that I finally have gotten to talk about this, because it's been something that I have bit my tongue about and just held back all these years. And I'm happy to say that his words no longer mean anything to me. And Tim, if you are ever watching this, let's work together and motivate and empower these women. I mean, maybe I can help you learn more about who we are as plus size women and how we're not all the same. And maybe there's something way powerful me and you can do besides bash what we're not doing. But for anyone else who's watching, thank you so much for listening to this. Sorry if it's changed your mind about some people, but it's reality, and we keep it real and raw here to just kind of let you know what we're doing. So thank you again.
And by the way, Nina and Heidi,
We love you.
thank you for supporting Ashley.
Yes.
You know, thank you for understanding where she was coming from. Thank you for understanding where the community was coming from at that time.
And especially Zach too, who
Yeah.
definitely pushed me behind the scenes to fight for a plus size collection, even if the producers didn't want me to do it. But ultimately, I think I have to thank Project Runway for giving me that opportunity to create a plus size collection. Even if I was a token, I really don't care, because I got to be able to show who I am as a designer and what I'm capable of doing, and it's led me in some amazing opportunities that I'm very thankful for. So if Tim thinks it was a token, thank you for that token, Tim.
Yay!
Well, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. And once again, make sure to love you. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.